Welcome back to my shop. It's been a couple of weeks. If you follow this channel, you know that I'm also a newly retired teacher, broadcasting teacher from California. I work in Wales with young people. I have been working in Alaska, in Eskimo Village. It all came together this past couple of weeks. The Welsh students flew to San Diego. We all, after a week here, we all flew to Tampa, Florida for the largest broadcasting convention for middle school, high school in the world. 3,500 students converged Tampa, Florida for 5 days of contests and workshops and absolute madness. And as a chaperone, a teacher, and for STN teachers watching, shout out to you. You know that we don't get a lot of sleep. It ended beautifully a week ago. I got on an airplane with 150 kids and started to feel like I needed to get some sleep. Wound up getting sick, and so I spent the last couple weeks regaining my voice, doing a lot of pre-production for Lightcraft Academy, finally getting my voice back enough that I think I can get in front of the camera without sounding really obnoxious. Quite often, and I'll share with you that when I produce this channel, I'm solo, and so to get this kind of movement, my iPhone is on a gimbal. When I put it on the gimbal, I am not able to attach that little cooling device that we recommend onto the back of the phone because the gimbal grabs the phone that way. And so I'm always in a race against time, knowing that if I take too long to set the shot up and do this taping, my phone overheats. And so what I'm doing is I'm doing some of the framing in pre-production, and I'm using a reference character, the character that you're going to see it shortly. I will link to. It's on our library. It's helpful if I can sort of figure out my shot in advance so that while that phone is potentially heating up, I'm not having to pinch and zoom and make adjustments to the background layer and the foreground layer. I kind of go into it knowing, okay, this is pretty much what I want it to look like. This little adjustment character actually comes with a shadow, which is helpful because you can look at that shadow and how it might look in theory on your 2D virtual backdrop. Also continuing to experiment with opening with a Unreal Engine environment. This one's free. There's a lot of free ones on there. This one was free, so I did my own animation, as you saw in the opening, and then I did my normal, and you'll follow the last couple episodes, my normal grab a freeze frame, clean it up a little bit and do some modification. And then ultimately I put myself in there with my piece of wood. Remember, it's always important that you have some kind of foreground or some object that helps you sell the fact that you are in this pretty cool looking wood shop, workshop. So let me go to VoiceOver and explain how I am doing the pre-production kind of shot framing. This is a very straightforward process. It's something that can be done in Photoshop, Canva. We're simply pre-framing the shot in a photo editing app. The reference character can be downloaded from the Lightcraft Academy image library as a PNG with transparency, and this includes a drop shadow that's designed to cast a shadow onto the floor. For today's Lightcraft Academy lesson, I know that I'll want to frame myself in a medium waisted up shot, and so I begin by resizing the reference character and adjusting the position in the frame. From here, I'm simply adjusting the scale and position of the background image so that the scale and perspective looks reasonably correct. I make a mental note of this positioning and/or take a screenshot, and then I'm back in Jetset. It's a basic process, but I found that if I already know where I'm going to be standing, the focal length of the shot, and I know roughly how I need to pinch or move the background in Jetset, I can begin recording just that much faster. And that's really all there is to it. And I'm back, and I don't know why, because I can't play the guitar. I wish I could, but if I lived at a place like this, I could see taking the guitar out and doing playing a little bit of David Gilmour or something like that. Can't play it, but it feels good holding this guitar. Thank you so much. As always, appreciate your subscription, your subscribing. Please feel free to leave a comment. While I was down for the count for the last couple of weeks, I have done a lot of pre-production, have a lot of ideas for future episodes. Many of them already underway. As always, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you'd like access to our 300 plus, more than 300 plus, maybe 320 plus images, just drop me an email, broadcastdog@gmail.com. I'll send you a quick tutorial on how to access those in 4K, 6K even 8K. Let's go out with a little bit of AI music, all about Jetset. See you next time. Take care.
Grab your iPhone, hit record now. Jetset's free, it'll show you how. Wrinkled green screen in the backyard wide. Blockbuster dreams can't be denied. Oh,